Imagine a life where animals were not endangered. A life where rangers could focus on tourists and tourist attraction instead of hours in military-style training. Present rhino populations are small and threatened by a rising onslaught of poaching. Approximately 2,331 rhinos were poached in SA and 30,000 elephants in Africa each year. Rangers suffer. 269 rangers are killed every year trying to protect rhinos, and the very same animals they're trying to protect ends up being killed or exploited. One of the rangers gravely affected by this is Thomas Shihlabani and his family. Thomas came to South Africa from Mozambique 8 years ago in search of a job to support his family and 7 siblings. Now imagine that Thomas dies in a ranger poacher shooting. What will happen to his family? Who will support them financially? Now, I know you're probably wondering if there are any existing solutions and what makes our solution better. The following are the existing solutions which are ineffective: anti-poaching squad, deboning, electric fence, and drones. All these solutions require a manual process which further increases costs. Our solution is quicker and an automated solution which will ensure safety and a high chance of catching poachers. Introducing to you the intrusion detection system. The intrusion detection system can be implemented in nature reserve parks like Kruger National Park. The system consists of a real-time concealed weapon detection camera that uses passive millimeter wave sensor technology, which protects the perimeter and the interior of these national parks. The millimeter wave camera is combined with a video camera and an algorithm software that can interface with other security devices. When any weapon is detected, an intrusion alarm will go off to notify the rangers and the law enforcement discreetly without about the details of the scene. This will reduce the chances of the poachers entering these facilities to harm these animals. The system consists of a walk-through virtual fence that creates a mesh around the perimeter of the whole national park. The virtual fence allows the detection of dangerous objects that are concealed on people without storing any personal identifying information. This is the demonstration of the system that will be used by the rangers. They can log in, monitor the nature reserve parks, and see the stats on the cameras. Rangers can only be registered, and if they forget their password, it will be reset for them. Now, according to our research, our system is cost-effective and will save approximately 65% of the current budget, and it will save state revenue and resources over time. The tourism industry contributes about 130 billion rand and constitutes nearly 3% to direct contribution to the gross domestic product. Now, our system will also be low maintenance, and with that said, our system will boost the tourism sector by approximately 40%. Now, how we plan to fund our project is through crowdfunding, partnership with international environmental groups, partnership with companies for incorporation of projects as part of a corporate social responsibility project. Now, we've also submitted a proposal with the Minister of Digital Communication Technology to get backing from government and also their support financially. Now, if you are sitting in the comfort of your home and you're wondering if Thomas will live to see his children grow or be able to support his wife, or maybe you're just wondering if your grandchildren will get to see these wonderful species before they become extinct, then just know that you have the power to create a change. You have the power to decide if these affected lives deserve to be saved or not. Well, we believe they are worth saving. Thank you.
Thank you very much, South Africa and SA Tech. And turning it over now to our judges, Jen Long and Stephen Green, for questions.
That was very energetic. Thank you. My question is around what are the technical risks to this not working, since, as you illustrated, that the cost of life happens so quickly in this instance. So what are some risks, and what's your personal background in taking an interest to work on this problem? Thank you.
Okay. Well, the risks that we've thought about is the risk in terms of the response time between the system and the rangers being able to dispatch, which in the case that if they delay, then it might also risk them not being able to catch the poacher. And another risk we have seen is that in case when a ranger is patrolling and they have a gun on them, because we are using a weapon detection system which might give off an alarm. So in this case, we thought of maybe creating tags which will be identified by the system. So if the ranger has that particular tag with them, then it won't falsely notify the system. Now, my personal attachment to this project is that I am from South Africa and I am from Limpopo. So speaking about the Kruger National Park as something that is close to me, and I believe that these rangers, we have also been interacting with rangers through our research. We've been calling the Kruger National Park to get information about them. They're the ones that gave us the estimation of the budgets that they spend around, and we also got to see how they were being affected by this. And we feel like our system can really create a change by saving these rhinos, because they're going to become extinct sooner or later, and also being able to save the lives of the rangers, because it's really saddening if you see through research when they say, we know that when we are chasing these poachers, the first thing, before they can kill the rhino, they will shoot at the poacher. So which is the biggest problem right now? Thank you.
Thank you for that. Not a question, but just maybe it's worth taking a look at a startup called Rainforest Connection. Similar use case, they use sensors in forests to track illegal logging, but then they use much more audio sensors than video and weapon detection, which might be interesting for you to mirror or at least draw inspiration from. But thank you.
To add on to that, we did speak to Brian previously because we were attending these programs. He did tell us about it. So when we weighed our options, we thought that if we are going to listen to the sound, we are not looking to actually, we want to stop the poachers before they even get to the animals. Because if we're listening to sound, which means the gun has to go off, or the rhinos have to be in actual danger before they can actually be caught. So we thought of a system that would stop it before it even happens. So that's why we thought of the solution. And I think having that virtual mesh, which would be able to detect any oncoming danger, and being able to train the algorithm, the AI that we'll be using to detect all of these dangers before they actually happen. So yeah, we are looking to also improve our solution, and we've been learning on deep learning and how we can better our solution.
Yeah, I'll also congratulate you on your very animated presentation style, and definitely a very strong beginning to your presentation. Could I just ask you about, with a sensor network particularly, how would you guard against vandalism or hacking or other forms of compromise to the system?
Okay, we were thinking of also having maybe people like monitor the surroundings. We were thinking that there will be maintenance on a regular, but then having people to monitor on the surroundings and how everything is put, like training the relevant people. So our project will not only save rhinos, but it will also create job opportunities, which you all know is a problem in South Africa. So if we can train people to also take care of the surrounding environments, which will take care of the vandalism. And in terms of cybersecurity, well, it's something that we've been looking into. Like, we've been reading on the Copy Act and how we can protect user information. That's why we decided to move away from the facial recognition at this moment and use gun detection, where we won't be getting people's personal information, but at the same time we'll be able to catch these poachers.
Thank you. Good answers.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.